Welcome to Lesson 1.11 of the Grant Architect course. This lesson is the first of our AI Spotlight modules, which appear throughout the course to demonstrate practical applications of artificial intelligence tools in grant work. As AI technology has evolved, it has created new possibilities for grant professionals to work more efficiently and effectively. In this lesson, we will explore how AI tools can support foundation research, specifically the process of identifying and evaluating potential foundation funders. By the end of this lesson, you will understand the current capabilities and limitations of AI for foundation research, practical approaches for integrating AI into your prospect research workflow, and important considerations for responsible use of these tools. Foundation research has evolved significantly over time, and understanding this evolution helps you appreciate where AI fits into the process. Traditional methods involved manually reviewing IRS Form 990 PFs, foundation directories, and individual foundation websites. This approach was time-intensive but thorough. Experienced researchers developed skills for extracting insights from these sources. The database era brought searchable tools like Foundation Directory Online that aggregated foundation information and enabled more efficient searching. These tools transformed prospect research by making it possible to quickly identify foundations matching specific criteria. AI integration represents the current frontier. AI tools can analyze foundation materials, synthesize information from multiple sources, and help researchers process more information faster. These capabilities augment traditional research methods. A hybrid approach works best. AI can accelerate research and surface insights, but human judgment remains essential for evaluating fit, understanding nuance, and making strategic decisions. Think of AI as a research assistant rather than a replacement for expertise. Current AI tools offer several capabilities relevant to foundation research. Text analysis capabilities allow AI to process and summarize foundation documents such as guidelines, annual reports, and grant descriptions. Rather than reading every word yourself, you can ask AI to extract key information, summarize priorities, or identify relevant passages. Pattern recognition helps identify giving patterns across a foundation's grants. AI can analyze lists of past grants to identify themes, typical grant sizes, geographic patterns, and types of organizations funded. These patterns inform your assessment of fit. Information synthesis combines data from multiple sources into coherent analyses. AI can integrate information from 990S, websites, annual reports, and news sources to provide comprehensive foundation profiles. This saves time compared to manual synthesis. Query response allows you to ask specific questions about foundations and receive answers based on available information. You might ask what a foundation's priorities are for the coming year, or how their giving has changed over time. AI can extract and present relevant information in response. Understanding AI limitations is essential for using these tools effectively. Information currency is a significant concern. AI models are trained on data available up to a certain point and may not reflect recent developments. Foundation priorities shift, leadership changes, and new programs emerge. AI may not know about changes that occurred after its training data was collected. Accuracy concerns arise because AI can generate incorrect information while appearing confident. This is sometimes called hallucination. The AI might cite grants that do not exist, misstate foundation priorities, or provide incorrect contact information. You cannot assume AI output is accurate. Nuance gaps mean AI may miss subtleties that experienced researchers would catch. The difference between a foundation that technically funds your issue area and one that would genuinely be interested in your specific approach requires judgment that AI may not provide. Verification requirement follows from these limitations. Every piece of information you obtain from AI must be verified through primary sources before relying on it. Use AI to accelerate research, but do not skip verification steps. Several types of AI tools can support foundation research. General AI assistants like ChatGPT, Claude, and similar conversational AI systems can analyze documents, answer questions, and synthesize information. You can upload foundation documents and ask questions, or describe your organization and ask for suggestions about foundation fit. These tools are widely available and versatile. Specialized research tools are AI-powered platforms designed specifically for grant research. Some emerging platforms use AI to match organizations with funders, analyze giving patterns, or generate prospect lists. These tools may offer capabilities tailored to grant work. Document analysis features are increasingly embedded within foundation databases like Candid. AI may help summarize foundation profiles, identify similar funders, or analyze giving data. These features augment traditional database searching. Custom applications can be built for specific research tasks. Organizations with technical capacity might develop AI tools tailored to their specific research needs, such as analyzing particular types of funders or integrating with internal databases. The AI landscape evolves rapidly. Specific tools available when you take this course may differ from those available when the course was developed. Focus on understanding capabilities and approaches rather than specific products. Let us examine a practical application using AI for initial prospect identification. Describing your work clearly is the foundation of useful AI assistance. Provide the AI with a clear description of your organization's mission, key programs, populations served, geographic focus, and funding needs. The more context you provide, the more relevant the AI's assistance will be. Specifying criteria helps focus the search. Define what you are looking for, geographic areas where you work and where you want funders, topical priorities that align with your programs, typical grant sizes that meet your needs, and types of funders you are seeking. Clear parameters yield more useful results. Requesting analysis goes beyond simple lists. Ask the AI to explain why particular foundations might be good fits, what aspects of your work align with their priorities, and what potential concerns or gaps might exist. Analytical responses are more valuable than simple name lists. Iterating and refining builds on initial results. Start with a broad query, then ask follow-up questions to explore specific foundations in more depth. Request analysis of particular aspects, or adjust your criteria based on what you learn. Effective AI use is conversational. Document analysis demonstrates AI's value for accelerating research. Uploading foundation materials to AI tools allows you to work with actual source documents. You might upload annual reports, funding guidelines, excerpts from 990 PF grant lists, or other foundation publications. The AI can then analyze these specific documents. Asking specific questions extracts particular information you need. You might ask what populations this foundation prioritizes, what the average grant size appears to be, whether they fund capacity building, or what their geographic restrictions are. Focused questions yield focused answers. Requesting summaries provides overviews of key points without reading every word. A summary of a 50-page annual report can quickly convey main themes and priorities. This is especially valuable when reviewing many foundations quickly. Comparing documents analyzes multiple sources for consistency. You might ask the AI to compare what a foundation says on its website with what its 990 shows about actual giving. Discrepancies between stated priorities and actual giving patterns are valuable insights. Gap analysis uses AI to improve your funder diversification strategy. Mapping current funders involves providing the AI with information about your existing supporters. List your current foundation funders, their giving levels, their focus areas, and how long they have supported you. This baseline enables gap analysis. Identifying patterns reveals what types of funders support you. Is your funding concentrated in certain geographic areas, issue categories, or foundation types? Understanding patterns in your current support highlights both strengths and vulnerabilities. Finding gaps identifies funder categories you are not reaching. Perhaps you have no corporate foundation support, or no national foundations, or no funders focused on a particular aspect of your work. Gaps represent both risks and opportunities. Generating prospects suggests funders who could fill identified gaps. Based on your gap analysis, the AI can suggest foundations that match your work but differ from your current funder profile. This approach targets diversification strategically rather than randomly. Verification protocols are essential when using AI for foundation research. Always verify is the fundamental principle. AI output should be treated as a starting point for research, not a finished product. Every piece of information that will inform decisions must be confirmed through primary sources. Checking primary sources means going to Foundation websites, reviewing actual 990 PF filings, and confirming details directly. If the AI says a foundation funds youth programs in the Southwest, check their website and recent grants to confirm. Do not assume accuracy. Validating currency ensures information is current. Check when the foundation last updated its website. Review the most recent 990 available. Call to confirm guidelines are current. Foundations change, and AI may not know about recent changes. Cross-referencing with established databases adds another verification layer. Check AI findings against Candid, Foundation Directory Online, or other authoritative sources. If AI output conflicts with established databases, investigate the discrepancy. Building verification into your workflow prevents errors from propagating. Create a checklist for verification and use it consistently. The time saved by AI should be reinvested partly in verification. Integrating AI effectively requires thoughtful workflow design. Initial scanning uses AI to quickly review many potential prospects. Rather than manually researching every possible funder, use AI to do initial analysis and surface the most promising opportunities. This expands the scope of your prospect pool efficiently. Deep research applies traditional methods to promising leads. Once AI helps identify foundations worth pursuing, conduct thorough research using primary sources, database tools, and personal outreach. AI accelerates initial screening. Deep research ensures you understand prospects fully. Document preparation leverages AI for summary and organization. AI can help synthesize research findings, organize prospect profiles, and prepare briefing documents. This administrative work is well suited to AI assistance. Quality assurance maintains human review of all outputs. Before any AI-generated content is used for decisions or shared with others, a knowledgeable person should review it for accuracy, appropriateness, and completeness. Human oversight remains essential. This workflow treats AI as a force multiplier that expands what you can accomplish, while preserving human judgment where it matters most. Effective prompting helps you get better results from AI tools. Providing context gives the AI information needed to be helpful. Rather than asking generally about health foundations, explain that you are a community health center serving uninsured populations in rural Appalachia seeking a first-time grant of $50,000 to $100,000 for diabetes prevention programming. The more context, the more relevant the response. Being specific focuses the AI on what you actually need. Instead of asking for foundation suggestions, ask the AI to analyze a specific foundation's fit with your work, to identify patterns in a particular foundation's recent giving, or to summarize key priorities from a specific document. Focused questions yield focused answers. Requesting reasoning asks the AI to explain its suggestions and analysis. Why does this foundation seem like a good fit? What concerns might arise? What aspects of our work align most strongly? Understanding the AI's reasoning helps you evaluate its conclusions. Iterating thoughtfully builds on responses. If an initial response is helpful, ask follow-up questions to go deeper. If it misses the mark, provide additional context and try again. Good AI interaction is conversational and iterative. Ethical considerations apply to AI use in foundation research. Transparency means being honest about AI use in your research process. If colleagues or supervisors ask how you conducted research, acknowledge the role of AI tools. Do not misrepresent AI-assisted work as entirely manual effort. Attribution means not presenting AI output as your original analysis. If you use AI-generated text in documents, acknowledge the source appropriately. Passing off AI-generated content as your own work raises integrity concerns similar to plagiarism. Privacy considerations mean not inputting confidential information into AI systems. Be careful about sharing sensitive organizational data, proprietary funder information, or personal details about colleagues or contacts. Understand the data practices of AI tools you use. Bias awareness recognizes that AI may have built-in biases. AI systems are trained on existing data that may reflect historical biases. AI might, for example, be more likely to suggest well-known foundations while missing smaller or newer funders, or might reflect biases in how foundations have historically been described. Critical evaluation of AI output helps address these concerns. Building AI skills requires intentional practice and ongoing learning. Starting simple means beginning with basic applications and building complexity over time. Try using AI for straightforward tasks like summarizing a document or answering a specific question before tackling more complex applications. Success with simple tasks builds foundation for advanced use. Experimenting regularly means trying AI for various tasks to discover what it does well. Some tasks you expect AI to handle well may disappoint, others may surprise you with their effectiveness. Only by experimenting will you develop realistic understanding of capabilities. Learning from results involves noting what works well and what does not in your AI interactions. Keep informal notes about successful approaches and failed experiments. Over time, you will develop intuition for when and how AI adds value. Staying current is essential because AI capabilities evolve rapidly. Tools that are cutting edge when you take this course may be superseded by the time you apply these lessons. Stay connected to developments in AI through professional reading, conferences, and colleague discussions. Looking ahead, AI's role in grant work will likely expand significantly. Expanding capabilities mean AI tools will become more sophisticated. Current limitations around accuracy and currency will be addressed at least partially. New capabilities will emerge that make AI more useful for research and other grant tasks. Deeper integration will embed AI more thoroughly in grant workflows. Rather than being a separate tool you consult, AI may be woven into your everyday work systems. Research databases, writing tools, and project management systems may all include AI capabilities. New possibilities will emerge that we cannot yet envision. The history of technology suggests that the most significant applications often are not anticipated in advance. Grant professionals who develop AI fluency will be positioned to leverage these new possibilities. Enduring principles mean that human judgment and ethics remain central despite technological change. AI cannot replace understanding of funder psychology, ethical evaluation of funding sources, or strategic judgment about what opportunities to pursue. Technology augments human capability. It does not replace human responsibility. Let us summarize this AI Spotlight lesson and conclude Week 1. AI provides value for foundation research by accelerating analysis, synthesizing information, and expanding the scope of prospects you can review. However, this value requires consistent verification of AI outputs against primary sources. AI works best as part of hybrid workflows that combine AI capabilities with human judgment. Use AI for tasks it does well, such as initial scanning and document analysis, while preserving human oversight for evaluation and decision-making. Ethical use of AI requires transparency about its role in your work, appropriate attribution, protection of confidential information, and awareness of potential biases. Build AI skills through practice, experimentation, and ongoing learning. With this lesson, you have completed Week 1 of the Grant Architect course. Over these 11 lessons, you have explored the grant landscape from the free money fallacy through the grant life cycle, major funder types including government agencies, state and local funders, foundations and corporations, funder psychology, and professional ethics including individual conduct, ethical dilemmas, and organizational ethics. This foundation prepares you for Week 2, where we will focus on organizational readiness assessment and begin developing practical skills for grant seeking.